What we can also do is traditional. And this is where this machine gets very unique. From here, we can take and unlock this bar and drop it down in place. Now right now, you'll see the bar moves. There's really no places to put weight. That's where this machine is very unique. To hook up the weight is very simple. All you have to do is slide this cable over to this, and you do the same thing over here. What I've now done is I've hooked the bar to the weight stack. So now when the bar moves, the weight stacks move. Now, this is the only machine on the market that's able to do this. And there's tremendous benefit with this. One is save space. Normally, when you have what we call a Smith machine, you have a place to put free weights. And it sticks out about this far. Plus, I need about this much more space to put the weights on and off. Oh, we have one over there. So we'd have, you see the distance I would need. So I need a lot more space for a traditional Smith machine. So this is going to save me space. Plus, I have to buy the weights to go on the bar. So it costs me more money. So it saves me money. And lastly is this. Let's say you and I are working out together and you lift more weight than I do. So every time in between our sets, we're having to take the weights on and off. Here, I just pin new weight. So my exercise efficiency goes way up. So I can work out faster. Everybody's worried about time when they exercise. This is much more efficient. Now the system is very simple to use. The bar moves, you can see. When I rotate it far enough, I can actually unlock and relock my starting position. How that works is very simple. I rotate the bar, you'll see this little lever flipped up. Now my safeties are unlocked. Now when I want to lock this into a new position, I pick the number I want to go into. There's numbers down this column here. And what I want to do is there's a little logo here that says Inspire. I want to take that logo and put it on top of the number. So for example, I want to go into number 23. So you see 23? There's a little logo right here that says Inspire. I want to put it right on top, and then I just basically rotate it back. Just by rotating it back, it's now locked in. So again, do it again, put it right into number 23, rotate it back, it's now locked in. So now we can move. Okay? So, yeah, that's the most important thing. Now, if I don't put this logo on top of the number, it may not lock into that number. And correct. Always make sure, and it's simple, because we do that anytime we do barbell lifting anyway. If you take a bar off a rack like this, when you go to put it back up on the rack, you always turn your head to look where you're putting it. It's the same thing we're doing here. You're just turning your head to check the number, to make sure it's underneath the logo. So let's say I want to do a squat. I get in, I'm going to set my body, feels good, rotate my hands, perfect. I'm going to go down, I want to go to 15, I see number 15, I cover it up with the logo, it's locked in, now I'm ready to go. Okay, now I do my exercise. When I'm done, I set it down, rotate the bar, unlock it, bring it up. I want to go to number 23. I'm covering the number. It's now locked in. Simple. Okay? If you cover the number, you'll never miss it. If you don't, you'll have a problem. Okay? So, anything I could do with a barbell, I can do with the Inspire FT2. For example, let's say I want to work on my lower back. I drop this down. There's a bent over row. I can grab it, shrugs, upright row. So all that is back and, up and down straight area. When I'm done, I bring it up, lock it out. Now what I can also do is bring a bench in. So I could bring this bench, wheel it in just like this, and I'm going to put it right up against this little bench stop right here. Set it down, and we're now going to do some front bench. So we lay down, just like this, set our hands, rotate, bring it down to our chest, lock it in, and now we can bench press. Now, let's say I get in trouble. The bar slips out of my hand. I don't have to worry, I'm safe. Now, the other thing is this. Let's say I need to change my weight. My weight's actually right here. Remember I talked about workout efficiency? I don't even have to get up. When I'm done, I rotate, bring it up, lock it out. Quick, easy. Now, when you're using barbells, you tend to be fairly strong. You're working big muscles using a system like this. So Inspire wanted to make sure you had plenty of weight. And how they did that is, they actually give you a weight multiplier. Okay? the way this is currently cabled, when I'm using this one cable here, I'm only getting half of the weight of that weight stack, okay? So, I hook this up. Let's say I have 50 pounds of weight pinned on the weight stack. I'm really only getting 25 pounds or 25 kilos of weight, okay? So it cuts the weight in half. But let's say I want all of the weight. It's very simple. This little hook right here, you take this bolt and you put it on top of that hook. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing over here. You're gonna take this black bolt and you're gonna put it right on top of that hook. So it's just gonna look just like that. So now what I've done is I'm now getting the full weight of both of those weight stacks. Okay, now each one of these stacks weighs probably around 70 kilos, each stack about 65, 70 kilos in that range. For us, it's 165 pounds. So 165 plus 165 would give me 330, plus the bar weighs 20 pounds. So that puts me at 350. Plus we have 2 5-pound add-on weights, which is 360 pounds. You cut that in half, it gives you roughly 170-ish kilos, I would guess, somewhere in that range. So as you can see, I should have plenty of weight. Now what I can also do, if that's not enough, you can add another 50 pounds to each weight stack, or roughly 20 kilos to each weight stack. 22 kilos to each weight stack, okay? So I can bump it up a little bit more if I need it. So it would take me from the 360 in pounds to 460, or roughly 230 kilos, roughly, in that range. What was that?
Enough for the most of us.
Exactly. So with the weight multiplier, it allows those people that really want to go heavy, and it gives them the options to do that using the red bar. Okay? So that's how the weight multiplier works. Now, there's a few other things. So what you've seen so far is functional and now traditional. Okay, so now what we also have with the FT2 is they actually give you a few extras. And the few extras are kind of nice because what we've got right above the head here, we've got a lap pull down. So we take and we're going to hook these up just like this. Now instead of having to sit on the ground to do a pull down, we can actually sit right on the bench using the bar to hold us in place. We can do a pulling exercise from here. But notice, instead of pulling from wide to narrow, I'm now pulling from a narrow position and I can open up and pull to a wide. So I'm working the back very differently. So there's my lat pull, ab crunch. I can even sit here and do a pushing exercises from a seated place. I can do tricep extensions, reverse, you name it, all off that upper pulley. Now when I'm done with the bar, I can unhook the cables. Gonna do that on both sides. Raise it right up and lock it out. Now these same handles can be used down below. We have 4 pulleys right down here, and I'm going to use the upper of the 4. Hook that up, drop the bench down. Now I have a nice seated low row. So I can use this to brace my feet against. There's a great row. There's a curl. So again, we're working the front of the arms. We can even take, bring the bench up, and we can do a chest supported row off those low pulleys as well. Now the last thing, from an exercise standpoint, that's really cool about the FT2 is instead of having to use free weights off the front, you can use the weight stacks. And how you do that is those lower pulleys you can hook a cable up to. This cable then hooks right on top of that little hook, goes underneath the pulley. Do the same thing over here. Take that cable, I'm going to grab it in here, take it, put it right on top of the hook, go underneath, and right underneath that pulley. Okay, then I bring this up a little bit. Now I have a leg extension. So now my leg extension is connected to the weight stacks. Or I can lay down by dropping this down, lay down on my stomach, and I can do a lying leg curl using the weight stack. So as you can see, the FT2 is a complete unit. So it gives us functional, traditional, the pulleys down the middle, a machine, leg extension, leg curl, all tied into one product. Now, Inspire, not only do they give us a great product, they want to make sure you understand how to use it. So they've given you a few things. The first thing they do is they give you a nice booklet. This comes with the product. So you can, right here, you'll see every exercise is color, or every body part is color coordinated. So chest is red, you flip the pages, you'll see you've got orange, shoulders, back is yellow, you flip in here, you've got triceps, so you can see every body part is color coordinated, so you can kind of pick your body parts and do some different exercises. There's about 30 exercises in this booklet. Now you can write in this booklet with a marker, one of those dry erase markers. So you can clean it off and change it. There's a little note area right in the back.